on EA Sports. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Denver Broncos. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC Wild Card game. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Bridgewater on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. Well, I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
They go play action here on first down. He goes underneath to Freeman. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And they'll run it here. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now it's a bootleg with Bridgewater. On the move to his left. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. So first and goal, and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. On the ground, Geis, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Darius Geis taking it in. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0. Now McManus on to kick this one off. Now Jones. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. Here's the first carry for Alex Collins. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Detroit! 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 Watching now, Barney! Barney!
Jackson on first down. His throw incomplete. Zay Jones was the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Watching now, Barney! Barney!
Jackson now on second and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Deshaun Jackson, 40 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Bridgewater now on 2nd down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Jackson going to throw again. Steps away to his left. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. 2nd quarter now. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football. They've got a 3rd down and a yard to start things out. They'll try and run forward with Collins. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. This complete to Jones. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, it took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
So 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun.
From the gun, Jackson. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be... And he'll get in! Touchdown, Baltimore! Alex Collins taking it in from a yard out. And the Ravens are in for 6. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. Dances by him. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And they'll go on the ground. Oh, look at the juke. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
They'll run it now out of the gun. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Switch. Delta. Find out.
Off the play fake, Bridgewater. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Cortland Sutton, 57 yards. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point from McManus is good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Wide open receiver complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. He's going to fire one deep over them. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 52 yards. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. So many times you think of these tight ends catching the ball already in the end zone. But today's tight end, they can run after the catch, too, to score.
They are big, they're strong, but they're extremely athletic, and they can surprise the heck out of you when they get the ball in their hands and they're running away from the defense.
This is taken at his 4. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field.
And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides of this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A minute 57 to go in this first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. Third and short yardage. Bridgewater. Over the middle. That's caught by Taylor. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Zadarius Smith able to get him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Second down, Bridgewater. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. A loss of 8 on the play, and it brings up 4th. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And now here come the Ravens. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. He was looking for Alex Collins that time. And it's second down. They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10.
Watch him now, Barney, Barney! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! All right, now, look at 56. Look at...
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Detroit! Detroit! Hut! Hut!
From the gun, it's Jackson. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Now Jones. And an alley to run. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. In for the score. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Find out.
The second down throw for Bridgewater. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one goes for 36 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Looking left side, he's got a man. That's Sutton. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Tyler Davison continuing to fight downfield. The big tackle gets him for a loss of 11. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive. knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. Give them 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Lucky 56. Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Being chased out left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Gun!
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And a movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
So the penalty certainly helps him out as they come up on 2nd and 5.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, Jackson. Jackson's got it over the middle. Oh, and the big play's going to get even bigger as penalty flags are down, and I believe they're going to get a face mask penalty tacked on. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still 3rd and goal that they face now. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Here's Jackson operating from the gun. Buying time to his left. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Andrews, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And coming out now, the Broncos. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Going for the deep ball. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up in that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Trying to lay one up deep. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at about the 32.
Watch it now, Barney. Watch it now, Barney.
The drive starts with a run by Collins. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Jackson on second down. Over the middle, complete. That's Andrews. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Jackson now. From the gun, he'll throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Gun!
Now Jackson. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. Right side caught by Jackson. That catch moves him over 100 yards now for this wild card game. And a first down as well.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he was able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you.
Watch it now, Barney.
On second down now. Turner. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done They're probably trying to call the hotel, make sure they get their security deposit back.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And a juke this time. Welcome back now to Denver. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4. 20.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Taylor. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Ravens have got it.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. They'll begin the drive with Collins. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Watch him now, Barney.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. On 3rd down, that's Turner. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven 1st down.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Jackson on 1st down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zay Jones that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Turner. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. And Jackson throwing once more. Dancing to his left. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Ravens add on.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line. So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through it, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
First down, Bridgewater. Over the middle, complete. It's Taylor. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10. From the gun, Bridgewater. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, brings me right out of my seat.
This is Freeman on first and 10. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Royce Freeman, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos get a bit closer. And that touchdown there, it's not going to get them a win. It makes things a little more respectable.
Yeah, a little more palatable going out in this ball game. A little something to build on going into the next game, but it won't alter the final score.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. Now Jones. Gets past one man. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, you know, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Ah, yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from their first one and blew out the Seahawks.
Jackson looking to throw on third. And the third down pass falls incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. A first down throw for Bridgewater. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Taylor. A gain of 6 there on first. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. To throw, Bridgewater. Flushed out right, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. The Broncos on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. On play action, it's Bridgewater. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And the Ravens have got it. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. So a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why.
And they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully onto the Super Bowl.
And that return for a touchdown certainly helps that cause. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Bridgewater again. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. A huge play there for Denver. 57 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A big play there on the catch and run. 68 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
Gun! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Cameron Meredith, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5. That's a whale of a game. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
3-19.
To throw is Jackson. Throwing again. Drops it underneath for Collins. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Brandon, remind me again, this is a rookie quarterback we're seeing? Telling me something I'm having trouble believing. 5 touchdown passes. He's thrown 5 in this game. Are you kidding me?
And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And this is caught in the middle of the field. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament, as they like to call it. Wild card, divisional, doesn't matter to them. One moves on, one goes home.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaughan. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon, everyone, as we say so long from Denver.
Bad. I'm out of here, man.